Are you looking for the best chess gambit ever created? Well, here it is. G4, G5, F4, the Coca-Cola gambit. If you consistently play this, I can assure you that your rating will skyrocket. It is one of the most vicious, poisonous, aggressive, but also solid openings for white. Here's the main line. So, as I said earlier, this is one of the best gambits I've ever seen. Because this looks just like a free pawn, right? But it's absolutely not free, because after they take, you first of all immediately strike in the center with d4. And now the main line goes where black plays kind of a tricky move, e5, because the idea is that if they trick you into taking this, then queen h5, and suddenly your king is forced onto this square, and this is not good for you. But you are smarter than that, so instead of taking, you play h4. Because this stops queen h4 because the rook now guards the square. And so black protects his pawn with d6, and you get into a really comfortable and honestly slightly winning position after de, and the queens come off. And now you see black here actually loses their castling rights, but you still can castle. So let's say you develop all these pieces, you have the option of castling in any direction, which is really good for you. But before you develop your pieces, you have to remember this important move, g5, stopping the knight from developing to its most natural square, and also just taking up a little bit of space. Black develops their knight, and now you get this kind of e3, c3 structure that's honestly one of the most solid kind of positions I've ever seen. Because like, as black, how are you gonna do anything here? How are you gonna try to break into this position at all? Like, I mean, if takes, just takes. Very simple. There's absolutely no way for black to break open this position for white, and white is just completely solid here. So now black finally relieves the tension on the queen side by taking, and after you recapture, the rooks get traded, and now black develops their knight. And now you get an opportunity to win material, because after takes, knight g6 is the main line, and then you take, and then bishop c5 is the main line. And so you actually up material here. And here the best move in this position is to play king f1, just so that you defend this knight here. And I would honestly say that this position is nearly winning for white, just because of, you know, like how strong these pawns are. This bishop is probably the strongest bishop I've ever seen. You know, this knight's gonna quickly develop to either e2 or f3, and like, you know, you have very natural developing moves for white. And so if you just like Stockfish is a little bit drunk right now, but if you let Stockfish think for a while, and if you like let it think overnight at the strongest level, then this eval bar will become like maybe even +4 or +5. That's just how strong this gambit is. Because you see, black has lost their castling right. They can't castle like this. And I mean, you're just gonna bring this rook into the game. Like, let's say this bishop's gone, and then you're just gonna attack and win this endgame. And so for those reasons, you should totally play this gambit. Like, stop playing your stupid London system stuff. Just play this gambit, and almost every game you'll definitely win, just because of how strong this position is. And if black doesn't know the main line, then you just have immediately a crushing move. But yeah, subscribe to see footage of me beating a little kid in chess.